Sooner, everybody. You guys know me. I'm Harry James. Oklahoma women, Kansas City. Didn't quite go the way that they expected, wins and losses, but they got a split there. They won a rubber match between Kansas, but then Baylor took a lot of frustration, guys. Remember, we swept them in the regular season, and they took a lot of frustration on the Sooners. They did by the way, the Sooners did win the rubber match 80-68 over Kansas, but in that game against Baylor, they lost it 91-76 in favor of Baylor. By the way, we were the last team to beat Baylor in conference play and overall. We'll review both games from Kansas City coming up next. Boomer Sooner, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Women's Review Edition, everybody. You guys know me. I'm Harry James. We'll start in the quarter-final rounds of this one, which was a rubber match. Remember, both teams won on the opposing team's court. Oklahoma won at the Fog, and Kansas won actually at the Lloyd Noble Center, the final game of the regular season on senior night. So, the rubber match went to Oklahoma as the Sooners win the rubber match in the Big 12 quarterfinals, 80-68 the final, in favor of the beloved Oklahoma Sooners. First half for Kansas, 39% shooting from inside the arc, and matched that with a 38% shooting from three-point line as we look at Oklahoma. For OU, 41% from inside the arc, 33% from the three mark as we head to intermission. Second half of this one, Kansas, 28% shooting from inside the arc, 33% from three for Kansas. OU, 39% shooting from inside the arc, 22% from three. And the final stats in the first game with Kansas, in the rubber game, 33% shooting from inside the arc for Kansas, 35% from three. Oklahoma, 40% shooting from inside the arc, and 30% from three. Stat stuffers in this one, 19, 7, and 11. 19 points. Two players scored 19 points in the rubber game versus Kansas. Both of them the leading scorers for the Sooners. 19 points went to T-Rob, Taylor Robertson. She wears number 30 for Oklahoma. And number 25, Maddie Williams, with 19 points on both sides. Maddie Williams also led the team in assists with 7, and she did it on her regular basis on the boards with 11 boards. The Sooners then headed to the semifinals where they played Baylor, but Baylor finally gets the Sooners in women's basketball in the semifinals, that is. 91-76 the final in this one. Oklahoma in the first half of the semifinals, 37% shooting from inside the arc, 31% from three. Baylor, 45% shooting from inside the arc, 30% from three. As we head to intermission in this one. Post-intermission, second half, 41% from inside the arc, 33% from outside the arc for Oklahoma. Baylor, this is what was the killer, 44% shooting from inside the arc, but 50% from behind the arc. Final stats in this one. Oklahoma, 39% shooting from inside the arc, and 32% from three, while Baylor, 45% shooting from inside the arc, and 39% from three. Final Big 12 postseason game this year. Maddie Williams kept them in the ball game, scoring a team high 33 points. Nevaeh Tot had 4 assists on the night, and back to Maddie, who had 8 boards in the game against Baylor. All right, guys, that will wrap up the Big 12 championships. Coming up next, I'm pretty sure that we're going to have a women's preview show. NCAA preview. No more Big 12 teams for a while, you would think. Tell you how the women handle that. We'll preview the NCAA Women's Championship when that happens. But for the women in Kansas City, they win the rubber game 80-68 over the Kansas Jayhawks, but then lose in the semifinals 91-76 over a hot Baylor team that has not lost, by the way, since that cold, freezing night in Waco with the Sooners. All right, guys, thanks for watching. My name's Harry James. You can catch this and all my other videos on the YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. Also, Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or the Twitter handle, @HighManHarry. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and Boomer Sooner, everybody. I'm out of here. Peace!